whatever faults you may have committed, nothing can stop you from returning to the path of salvation, if that's what you really desire. Nothing can stop you from returning to the light, to the expansion of knowledge, the increase of heavenly knowledge, the expansion of consciousness. If this is the path that you wish to continue upon, in order to do so, you have to develop an authentic affinity for your own soul resonance, your own particular energetic signature, and to be able to journey home and to overcome the soul traps that currently afflict humanity, which is the true definition of darkness, which is ignorance. Most of humanity are being led down a path of darkness simply because they don't have the knowledge to choose otherwise. I choose cosmic synthetic consciousness, which is accessible to anyone in the human race that accepts moral excellence as their constitution. However, this necessitates in all places and at all times sublimating the personal ego to a living, transcendent spiritual essence, which is source, which is the all that is, cosmic consciousness, Christ consciousness. Now, individuals who have chosen what they call in the law of one a service to self, those individuals are limited to a 5D, 6D expansion of consciousness. And for any further energetic exchanges, they must persist in a parasitic relation to source energy. So to continue on the path of light, the path of knowledge, the path of ever increasing expansion of consciousness, it is necessary to become educated in the true workings of the soul. Those individuals who have chosen darkness, who have chosen to stay in the lower vibrations of ignorance, who do not want to increase their knowledge, they block up the energy of the lower three chakras. And in doing so, they're able to bypass the heart bridge conduit that is an ever-flowing connection to source. They're able to activate their indigo ray, their crown chakra, without going through the heart. Thus, they do not have a connection to source energy without being in a parasitical relation. However, you can only persist so far along that path. You cannot go all the way back to source. You'll stop at the fifth dimension, the higher levels of the 5D consciousness. But there's a limit to opaqueness. There is a limit to ignorance, darkness. And I can tell you from experience that that is a path of servitude. The vast majority of humanity who are going the broad path, the easy path, they're being misled. However, heaven has more confidence in a person who has made mistakes and repented than someone who is blameless, someone who has not really integrated their shadow aspect. Because someone who has never made a mistake is always liable to do something stupid. They lack experience and are therefore not yet dependable. They can blunder around blindly, sooner or later meeting their downfall. Whereas somebody who has suffered in the devil's clutches, who has tread the path of darkness, will resolve to escape in order to do God's will. Providing they succeed, heaven will be glad of their services, saying, at last, here is someone who we can rely on. Of course, that does not mean that you can indulge in all sorts of wild behavior so that you can better yourself all the more afterwards. No, because it may then take centuries to sort yourself out. Anyway, we have all made quite enough mistakes as it is, so now it is time to learn wisdom and place ourselves in the service of heaven. So no matter what sort of blunders you've made, no matter how far along the path of ignorance and darkness you have gone down, if you have decided you've had enough, you will be welcomed into the ranks of heaven. But that is what this whole current time is about, Armageddon, apocalypse, revealing. But the dark ones, the powers that be, who teach an exoteric understanding of the scriptures, they're the true evil. Organized religion, people involved in organized religion, teaching the exoteric teachings of apocalypse, they are the voice of Satan. They are the ones misleading people into eternal damnation. Because God's remnant, those people who have lived through hell, who have gone through the sifting of the wheat from the chaff, those individuals who are perceived as outcasts, those lone voices in the wilderness, are God's remnant. And Scripture consistently teaches that God has always spared a remnant people. However, this is what all this nonsensical talk about the rapture is all about. Those are the ones caught up in the exoteric judgment of organized religion, thinking that they're special and that they're going to be raptured up. No. They'll be raptured up. All these Jesus freaks will be raptured up, and the incineration of nuclear conflagration. That is what they want. That is what they're moving towards, trying to manifest in this world. As the enemy of God has attempted to destroy God's servants, the Lord has always preserved a group of faithful followers through whom he continues to fulfill his beautiful design for humanity, his design of salvation. But the enemy, which is organized religion, they're attempting to destroy God's servants. And they're doing it through teaching erroneous teachings. The book of Revelations is not about a worldwide battle that the dark ones are trying to make happen with World War III. The book of Revelations is about your body. The two witnesses that are spoken of in the book of Revelation are the pineal gland in your brain and the pituitary gland, the master gland in your brain. This is all about what goes on within. All of the fighting that goes on in all the different nations, Gog, Magog, and the rivers and seas, all deal with your endocrine system of your body. And that which is the upheaval in your body. And God, through revelation, is the hidden mysteries of the East, is giving you directions on how you can put all of this together. Umbanda is giving you directions on how you can put all of this together and how you can get your body and your mind in harmony. Isn't that nice? Or would you rather have it the way the guys on TV, all these doomsayers talking about God and Jesus are sitting up now in the clouds plotting and planning the nuclear holocaust that they're going to unleash on the world called Armageddon when they kill a third of the people? Do you want to believe that? I don't think so. We've had enough of that. All that nonsense. We've had enough of that literalism. Now that exoteric teachings. Now we want to join into the new movement of unification of the world's people, of peace. Peace to animals, peace to the forest, peace to the seas, peace to all through Christ and through his new age of love. But these remnants of the true understanding who understand this esoteric knowledge, we play a significant role in the cosmic conflict. But what is important is that we learn how to sublimate our ego to the divine guidance of cosmic Christ consciousness. You will be guided. And by recognizing and integrating our shadow selves, we can harness this chaotic energy of this age, of this transitional age from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius for the greater good. However, we must confront and integrate our inner darkness rather than attempting to vanquish it entirely. By owning our archetypical shadow, we transform potential destructive forces into sources of wisdom and strength, paving the way for a more balanced and enlightened existence in this new epoch, this Aquarian age. So, listen to the voice of the teacher. Listen to the voice, that still small voice, the higher mind that has been called the divine mind, the infinite intelligence, the universal mind. This should be properly understood and accepted as the voice of Source, your very own voice of Source, accessible to anyone in the human race that accepts moral excellence as their constitution and becomes educated in the true workings of the soul. But yes, it is your path, it is your unique voice, and it is your path to go the service to self route, to choose darkness, to limit your expansion of knowledge. You can explore that path. I have explored that path. I know what my mission is. I know what my destiny involves. It is an ever expanding consciousness of golden radiance, of source energy, of manifesting source energy, and bringing this version of heaven to earth for this new age. And Umbanda will be there for you. Just hit the subscribe button and leave this video a thumbs up, as it indicates to the algorithm that even though you perhaps have made mistakes, you're willing to turn it around and do what is truly your soul's destiny. Namaste. Namaskaram.